You're watching the Solano College Sports Network, SCSN, bringing you the best sports coverage in Solano County.
Peterson has to deal with the Falcons. Cleanup hitter Alex Crosby and hits this one well to left center. Tolbert hits this one to left. It's carrying. Bailey over his head.
All right, here we go. Here's a pitch by Altman. At the knees, ring him up, strike three called. Here comes Wills, played the play, he's in. He is safe, and the Falcons are going to win this game 7-6. Oh my.
I'm Scott Stover. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome to Billy and Louise, Yarborough Stadium for this Bay Valley Conference matchup between the Laney Eagles and the Solano Falcons. My name is Shamari Block. I'm here with my broadcast partner, Zach Kraft, for the Solano Sports Network. And right now, we're going to kick it over to Zach for the lineups.
The lineup for your visiting Laney Eagles this afternoon. Start again, please, por favor. The lineup for your visiting Laney Eagles this afternoon, leading off is going to be number 15, Byron Buckley, playing first base. Then number 2, Samuel Nieves, playing second base. Then number 30, Kenny Chavez, the home run leader in the conference, playing catcher. Number 18, Jacob Schober will be in left field. Number 11, Tyler Strawn will be at shortstop. Number 33, Robert Monchuk will be the DH today. Number 3, Keenan Britton will be playing center field. Number 9, Eli Alcantar will be playing third base. And number 5, Lamar Blanson will be batting ninth, playing right field. And the pitcher for the Laney Eagles today, getting his first start of the season, will be number 17, Julian Kelly. And now the starting lineup for your Solano Falcons. Leading off will be shortstop number 2, David Fernandez. Batting second will be center fielder number 17, Jordan Tolbert. Batting third will be right fielder number 6, Zach Wells. Batting cleanup will be the third baseman, number 22, Alex Crosby. Batting fifth will be second baseman, number 7, JQ, Justin Quillitan. Batting sixth will be the DH, number 29, Matthew Mitchell. Batting seventh will be your left fielder, number 12, Giovanni Torres. Batting eighth will be the first baseman, number 4, Chad Fortney. And rounding out the lineup, batting ninth will be your catcher, number 21, Aaron Brasher. And starting pitcher today for the Solano Falcons will be number 14, Ryan Anderson.
Now everyone please rise and remove your caps for our national anthem. Getting off the ball game for Laney.
All right, and they're ready to play here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Ryan Anderson on the mound, and up for the Eagles, Byron Buckley. Anderson delivers, and that one is going to be called a ball. The count 1-0. Anderson with the pitch. And that one was low, so that's going to bring the count to 2-0 for Anderson. Buckley settles in the box. Anderson gets a signal. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to a little high, a little outside for Anderson. That's going to make the count 3-0. And the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk for Anderson to start this game off.
Rough. He walked the first batter 2 weeks ago when we were here. And
hit him, actually, yeah.
Hit him. He came around to score. See if he can calm down here, find the strike zone, and put up a 0 in this inning.
Well, let's see if he can recover against number 2, Nieves, the second baseman. The lefty facing Anderson, the righty. No outs and a man on first, and that first pitch is low again for Anderson. It's going to make the count 1-0. No outs and a man on first. A walk on first, Zach. Anderson with the pitch, and that one is going to be called a strike. His first strike. Make the count 1-1 with nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
Let's go, Sam. Let's say, dude.
Anderson looks, checks the runner. Pitching out of the stretch, he delivers. And that one is low, so that's going to make the count 2-1 for Anderson. So, Zach, how about these Laney Eagles? They're the reigning Bay Valley Conference champs.
Off to kind of a slow start this year. Team last year was all sophomores, so this year they got a lot of freshmen. Really, only 3 or 4 returning sophomores that were on the team last season. So it's a fresh bunch of faces, and might take a little while for them to get rolling. They're 4 and 5 so far in conference play.
All right, as Anderson checks the runner and focuses back on the hitter, delivers. And that's going to make the count 3-1 as he delivers the ball.
Kind of out of sorts for Anderson. He only had 1 walk in conference play coming into this game.
He has been a monster. And Nieves hits this one deep out to left field, and this one is not caught by the left fielder Torres. Buckley's rounding to third base. He stops there. Nieves stops at second. Everybody's safe. So that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Anderson with nobody out here in the top of the first. He looks like he may be in some trouble, Zach.
Yeah, definitely not one of the best starts from Ryan Anderson that we've seen.
And who's coming up but the catcher, number 30, Kenny Chavez.
Chavez, last game, Laney beat Napa 15-3. Chavez hit a grand slam, and he's your conference leader in home runs.
Ooh, and he takes a mighty cut there for a strike. He looked like he was going for a home run there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Hitting below 200, but he's got some power to make up for it.
As it is with power hitters. So Anderson looks in. Runners at second and third. And Chavez up, and he delivers a ball. Look kind of low, kind of outside there for Anderson. And that's going to make the count 1-1 with no one out here in the top of the first for Anderson and the Falcons. Here's the pitch, and he gets him to swing through that one. Make the count 1-2 for Chavez, who looks to me, Zach, to be trying to hit it out every swing. Yeah. He looks like he's going for the fences, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that was a good changeup by Anderson there. Got him swinging out in front of that. If you got a greedy hitter, go ahead and throw him junk.
Oh, and he fouls this one to keep the count at 1-2. Nobody out. Here in the top of the first is the Eagles have 2 runners in scoring position against the Falcons early and are looking to do some damage. They have their damaged guy up, right?
Yep, and Anderson's looking for the strikeout here. He doesn't want a ball in play. Got a couple balls to play with. Might throw this in the dirt.
The pitch. And that's going to make the count 2-2. So Chavez looks to be being a little more patient after the first few pitches. And here's Anderson with the pitch, and this one is chopped right back to him. He's going to go to first, and everyone stays. So no run score. The runners stay at second and third, and Anderson records his first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jacob Schober.
Yeah, really a nice play there by Anderson, checking the runner at third. Nieves actually is halfway between second and third base after Fortney got the ball at first, but no throw there. Probably a wise move. Don't want to throw the ball away, have a run score.
And Anderson's back to work against the left fielder, Jacob Schober, with 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position. Anderson pitches, and this one's going to be called a ball to make the count 1-0. 1 out. Schober sets up. Anderson with the pitch, and this one's going to be called a strike. That makes the count 1-1 for Anderson in the Falcons. Schober readies himself in the box. Anderson's on the mound pitching out of the stretch. And here's the pitch. And that one is going to be called another strike. Settle in at 1-2. He looks to be finding his rhythm, right, Zach?
Oh, yeah. Whatever adjustments he needed to make after the first couple of batters he's made.
So let's see if he can get the Falcons out of this one. Oh, and this one is hit right back up to the second baseman. That's an out. And 1 run score. So that's going to make the score 1-0 Laney. You have runners at the runner at third.
Really good situational hitting there by Schober. Not the most solid swing, but a ground ball kind of up the middle. That'll score the run with less than 2 outs.
Oh yeah, and getting the run in is big against Anderson. So now we have Tyler Strawn, number 11. Anderson delivers a first pitch strike. That is his first pitch strike, as far as I can remember. So he's definitely settled down a bit as he faces Strawn, the shortstop. He delivers another strike. Count 0-2. Strawn, listed as 6'3". Nice, big, rangy shortstop. Here's the pitch, and he pops this one foul. And that's going to make the count 0-2. 2 outs. 1 run has gotten in for the Eagles, but Anderson's looking to make sure no more damage is done here.
And again, that leadoff walk to start the game comes back to haunt Anderson.
Just like 2 weeks ago against Mendocino. And that one's going to be called a ball, so that's going to make the count 1-2. The Eagles are down to their last strike in this inning, trying to get 1 more in against Anderson. He sets up, he pitches, and he gets the strikeout. So Anderson gets himself into trouble early, lets a run in, but recovers nicely. And at the end of the top of the first, the Eagles lead the Falcons 1-0. All right, so we're ready here for the bottom half of the first inning. Solano Falcons up to face Julian Kelly, the Eagles pitcher. He's a lefty, stands about 6'1", about 170 pounds. And he's going to face David Fernandez, the shortstop, number 2. Kelly with the pitch. Fernandez shows bunts and takes a strike. That's going to make the count 0-1 for the Falcons. Fernandez readies himself in the box. Kelly with the pitch. And this one is going to come a strike. So Fernandez drops behind, 0-2 in the count. Nobody out, leading off the bottom half of the first inning. Kelly steps off the mound, steps back on. Fernandez is in the box, ready to go. And Kelly with the pitch. And Fernandez fouls this one back. Back off the backstop hard. Almost into the Eagles' dugout. And the count remains 0-2.
This is Kelly's first start of the season. It's been pitching in relief the first couple games.
Well, he must have shown them something good, as Kelly delivers a ball to make the count 1-2. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, he doesn't seem jittery at all making this start either. Attacking the strike zone first couple pitches.
Kelly with the pitch. Fernandez pops this one up high, back out of the park, and the count will remain 1-2.
Getting a good battle here. Kelly in his last 2 outings in the Laney's 8-4 win against Yuba, he pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, had 3 strikeouts.
Well, that may have earned him the start today. And Fernandez smacks this one way out to center field, and this one's going to drop, and he's looking to go for 2, but he's going to stay put at first, and he's going to let his teammate Jordan Tolbert try to get him over.
Nice at bat there by Fernandez. Fouling off a couple pitches and then just blooping a little liner there in shallow center.
So that brings up number 17, Jordan Tolbert, the center fielder, to face Kelly with his teammate David Fernandez at first. Here's the pitch. Tolbert shows bunt, takes a strike, and that's going to make the count 0-1 again. Now, Kelly seems to be doing a great job of getting those first pitch strikes, don't you think, Zach, so far?
Yeah, he's not someone who walks a lot of batters.
And this one's bunted up, and that one's it's going to be an out, but the runner advances. So, sacrifice bunt for Tolbert, and Fernandez is at second.
Number 6, Zach Wells.
And that brings up number 6, Zach Wells, the right fielder, one of the big hitters for the Solano Falcons, to face Kelly. Zach Wells, he's something else, huh, Zach?
Oh, yeah. Definitely a nice veteran presence on this Falcons team.
Number 3 guy, back up.
As the Eagles get some instructions from the dugout. Kelly with the pitch, and this one is going to be high for a ball, and that's going to make the count 1-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, with the Eagles leading the Falcons 1-0. Wells in the box. The lefty Kelly with the pitch, and this one is going to be low for a ball, so that's going to make the count 2-0 for Kelly facing Zach Wells here in the bottom of the first. Kelly readies himself. Here's the pitch, and that one is going to be a ball as well, so that's going to make the count 3-0 for Wells facing Kelly.
Kelly's looking at potentially his first walk of the season right now.
Well, as we've seen with Zach Wells, that may not be a bad decision. And he walks him on 4 pitches.
Yep, first walk of the season for Kelly. He's pitched 10 innings, 11 strikeouts, no walks, but looked a little uncomfortable there in that.
Well, he also had the open base, and I'm sure if they've done their scouting, they know that Zach Wells is not someone to be toyed with, but neither is number 22, Alex Crosby, who's coming up to bat, the third baseman. And he will face Kelly with runners at first and second.
Crosby, the hitman, 2 for 3 in Solano's last outing, a 13-0 victory over Contra Costa.
Kelly lefty with the pitch, and Crosby fouls this one away. That's going to make the count 0-1. 1 out here with runners at first and second in the bottom of the first inning.
Alex Crosby hitting .400 this season with a .500 on base percentage. There's a reason this guy's hitting cleanup.
Indeed, and he's in an excellent position to tie this game up or get his team to lead as Kelly delivers a pitch. And he hits this one right back to the pitcher Kelly and turns a double play.
I guess that's why they walked Wells. Beautiful play there by Kelly. So
this inning ends on a double play for the Falcons. They were threatening. They couldn't get anything going, and the first inning ends with the Falcons down to the Eagles 1-0. All right, so we begin the top of the second inning here with the Eagles leading the Falcons 1-0, and number 33, Robert Monchuk, the designated hitter, coming up to face the Solano ace, Ryan Anderson, 6'5", flamethrower for the Falcons, who gave up a run in the first. Let's see how he recovers here as we bring in Greg Poff into the broadcast, in for Zach Wells. And Ryan Anderson, he starts it off with a strike to make the count 0-1 against Monchuk.
Yeah, with Anderson, it was just that first inning walked the first batter, and that cost him. He came around to score.
And we've seen that happen to him, but here he goes, another strike against Monchuk to make the count 0-2.
And that's one thing Anderson struggled with a little bit in his first 2 games when his ERA was really blown up. But, boy, lately that walk-to-strike ratio has really been in favor of the strikeouts.
And Anderson delivers a ball there to make the count 1-2. Monchuk, good eye there because that one looked pretty close from our vantage point.
Let's go, Jack. What do you say?
Here it goes. Anderson with the pitch, and that one is going to be called a ball again. So that's going to make the count 2-2 with nobody out here at the top of the second.
Boy, big double play by Laney to get out of that jam in the bottom of the first.
Especially against the batters that they were going against. Those were the killers there. Oh, and Monchuk shoots this one into right field. Wells makes the catch, and that's 1 down for the Falcons.
Boy, when Monchuk hit that, it left the bat. I thought that might have a chance to get in the gap, but Zach Wells, the natural, he makes it look so easy out there in right field, doesn't he, Shamari?
Indeed, that was a heck of a catch that he got on him really fast. He was there. He looked calm. Makes the catch, 1 down.
And a lot of that has to do with Coach Tommy Pavesi. You can see him over by the dugout, and he does a good job getting his outfielders in position.
They were there that time as Anderson is up to face number 3, Keenan Burton, the center fielder. And he first pitch, Burton swings through that one for a strike. That's going to make the count 0-1.
Yeah, still trying to see what that first pitch was. Sometimes with the sun, it's hard to see off the scoreboard.
Oh. And that's going to make the count 0-2 for Anderson as he faces Burton. Nobody on. One out here in the top of the second. He delivers another pitch, and that one's going to be called a ball. So that's going to make the count 1-2.
Pretty good eye by Britton there. That was a tough one to lay off.
And this one is fouled high back on the third base side, out of play. That's going to keep the count at 1-2.
So Kenny Britton, the speedy center fielder for the Laney Eagles. Laney, of course, the reigning Bay Valley Conference champions.
And now he's going to go down striking out there. That's going to be the second out.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch by Anderson. Looks like he took just a little bit off that one. Looked like a breaking off-speed pitch, and Britton completely fooled by that way out in front as Eli Alcantar steps in.
The third baseman with 2 outs. Anderson with a pitch, and this one is bounced right back up to short, and they are not going to get him at first, so he's going to get on. He's going to make it there safe.
Yeah, that was a tough chance for Fernandez, and it looked like the ball got stuck in his webbing, had to double clutch the throw, and that was which enabled the batter to get there and get on board with 2 outs. Laney trying to get something done and something going here in the top of the second inning, already up by 1 run.
So that brings up number 5, Lamar Blanson, the right fielder, to face Anderson with 1 man on and 2 outs here at the top of the second, with his Laney Eagles leading the Solano Falcons 1-0. Anderson readies with the pitch, and this one is shot way down the right field line, out of play. And that's going to make the count 0-1 for Blanson.
And Shamari, on that last at-bat by Alcantar, I'm not sure how to score that. Do you think that was an infield single, or do you give an E to Fernandez? That was a pretty tough chance.
It really is, as Blanson swings through that. And
they got
Alcantar's in it. They got him, and that's going to end the inning. So the bottom at the top of the end of the top of the second inning, the Laney Eagles still lead the Falcons 1-0 as Alcantar gets thrown out at second. All right, so we begin the bottom of the second inning with the Solano Falcons down to the Laney Eagles 1-0 as Justin Quillitan comes up to face Kelly, the lefty pitcher. Kelly with the pitch, and this one is low, and that's going to be a ball. The count's going to be 1-0 for Kelly facing Quillitan. Kelly with the pitch, and that's going to be called a strike, and that's going to make the count 1-1. As we welcome back Zach Kraft to the booth. Zach, and Quillitan swings through that one. That's going to make the count 1-2. With his Falcons down 1-0 here at the bottom of the second. Here's a pitch. Kelly working very fast and delivers that one high. So that's going to make the count 2-1. 2-2. Excuse me. Kelly with the pitch, and he's going to swing through that one, and they're going to throw him out at first. This is for the first out here, the bottom of the second for the Falcons. Looking to tie this game up somehow, Zach.
Now batting the DH.
Yeah, but Matt Mitchell getting his first start of conference play in the DH spot. Young freshman catcher.
Well, it will be big for him. He'd make a big impression now if he can get something going, because Kelly delivers a ball, make the count 1-0. His team could really use something right now. Now, we both know Solano likes the late inning dramatics, but as Mitchell swings through that one.
Mitchell's been a part of those late inning dramatics, you know. Coach Stover likes to bring in a lot of pinch hitters and stuff, and Matt Mitchell seems to be in the middle of all that.
And here he goes. Kelly delivers low, almost bounced it on home plate. And that's going to put the count at 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Mitchell. Kelly with the pitch. And that one's going to be called a ball. The count's going to be 3-2. Mitchell here facing Kelly, trying to get something going for his Falcons, and he's going to walk.
Good at bat there by Mitchell.
Very good. And that gives number 12, Giovanni Torres, an opportunity to come up here and advance his teammate over, or who knows. But the Falcons definitely need to get something going here, because you can't always wait until the end to pull it out. As exciting a brand of baseball as that is. Kelly with the pitch, and this one's going to be bunted right down the first base line. It's going to just go fair foul. And that one was hugging the first base line.
Unlucky roll. That had base hit written all over it.
But instead it's a foul and a strike for Torres.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him bunt again. Only hitting 150 in conference play. Hasn't drawn a walk, struck out 4 or 5 times, 4 strikeouts.
Kelly with the pickoff. Mitchell is safe. 1 out here at the bottom, in the bottom of the second inning for the Falcons. Down 1-0 against the Laney Eagles. And Torres with the 1 strike on him. The pitch from Kelly, and that one's going to be called a strike. So it's going to be 0-2 for Torres. And he is down to his last strike. So let's see if he switches up with the bunt thing and tries to put the ball in play here. Kelly with the pitch, and that one's high for a ball. That one's going to make the count 1-2.
Kelly tried to tease him with a high fastball, but that was a little too high for him to chase at.
Yeah, the tease, it has to be close, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As Kelly throws over to first. Mitchell safe. But he's back standing on that first base bag. He takes his lead. Kelly checks. Looks in. Goes over again with the little funky move that you can do if you're a lefty, because you're looking right at the first baseman, and you can just kind of arm it over there. Doesn't get over there quick, but it's a deceptive move. Kelly with the pitch, and that Torres swings through that one and strikes out.
Brought the high fastball down a little bit, and it was just enough to get Torres swinging, but unless you swing like you're swinging an axe, top to bottom, you're not gonna make contact with that ball. Not gonna do much
very often, yeah. So with Mitchell on first, here comes Chad Fortney, number 4, the first baseman for the first time today, to face Kelly. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, and a man on, but 2 outs already for the Falcons. Although they have been known for some 2-out thunder here and there. Kelly with the pitch. And Fortney swings through that one, and that's going to be a strike to make the count 0-1.
Fortney's getting his first start of conference play, much like Mitchell. And again, like Mitchell, he's one of those guys Stover likes to bring off the bench in the end of the game for pinch hit opportunities, and he usually produces.
And that one's going to be fouled high back to make the count 0-2. And that just speaks to the depth of this Solano team, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Because there's been, a few different people, different lineups and all, and the one thing that's been consistent for the Solano team is winning. As this one's sent to the second baseman, and that's going to be out. The Yabies to Buckley. And this inning's over. And the Falcons are still down 1-0 as we head to the third. All right, so we begin the third inning here with Solano Falcons down to the Laney Eagles 1-0, as the right fielder, number 5, Lamar Blanson, comes up to face Ryan Anderson, who got into some early trouble, Zach, but has recovered nicely since. As Anderson delivers a strike to Blanson, who was showing bunt. It's going to make the count 0-1 here at the top of the third.
Blanson, the freshman outfielder, looking for his first hit of conference play.
And he shoots this one into center field. He's going to get aboard, and he looks like he's going for 2. And the throw to second doesn't make it in time. And that is a leadoff double for Lamar Blanson, the right fielder.
Now batting, first baseman.
And that's going to bring back up the top of the order for the Falcons. Number 15, Byron Buckley, also due up this inning. Nieves and Chavez.
Let's go, Buck!
Buckley 3 for 4 in Laney's last game.
And Buckley shows butt. Hits this one down the first baseline, is thrown out, but that Blanson gets over to third with 1 man out. Samuel Nieves, the second baseman, comes up with the runner on third.
Samuel Nieves.
Nieves with a double his last time.
My boy Buck.
And he's looking to get something going again to extend this 1-0 lead that the Eagles have over the Falcons here at the top of the third. Anderson with the pitch, and this one is both low and outside for a ball. It's going to make the count 1-0 with 1 out for the Eagles. Nieves facing Anderson, this big righty, with a pitch, and that one's going to be a strike. So that's going to make the count 1-1 with Blanson threatening at third for the Eagles. And Anderson with the pitch. That one drops in there for a strike. That's going to make the count 1-2. So what do you think Anderson does here? Does he go for the strikeout?
You got to. Infield's not really playing back to give up the run, but...
And he gets it, or does he?
No.
They're going to call that one a ball. He looks like he came around from here, but they're going to call it a check swing, and that's going to make the count 2-2. Anderson definitely going for the strikeout with a little teaser pitch, and he almost got Nieves.
That pitch way outside. If he brings it in another couple inches, it's still out of the strike zone. We might get him to offer at it.
And he gets his strikeout there, and that's going to make 2 outs. With Blanson waiting at third for one of his teammates to drive him home. And up comes number 30, Kenny Chavez, the catcher. And the power here for this Laney Eagles team.
Let's go, Kenny. I'm not KC 3-0.
Getting a lot of encouragement from his teammates here at the dugout as Anderson delivers to him a ball. It's going to make the count 1-0 here with 2 outs for Chavez facing Anderson with Blanson at third base looking to get home. And here's the pitch, and this one is hit over into left field, and that's going to... And Blanson is going to score, and Chavez is going to go to first base.
Boy, those are the situations Chavez likes. He's the league leader in RBIs, and he just showed you there with a nice at-bat.
And that's going to put the Eagles over the Falcons 2-0 here in the top of the third inning. With 2 outs here, Anderson is going to face number 18, Jacob Schober, the left fielder. And the umpire gives the signal. And here's Anderson with the pitch. And that one is going to be high for a ball. It's going to make the count 1-0 with Chavez at first base. Schober looking to keep it going here as the Eagles have managed to get another run here in the third against Anderson. And he hits this one way into right field, high down the right field line. And this one is going to be out of play and foul. Wells trotted over that way and then kind of let up when he saw that he really wasn't you really weren't going to get to that one there.
Nope, hit off the wall there in right field. The foul wall.
So Schober, the count 1-1. Anderson with the pitch. And that one's going to be a ball. This is going to bring the count to 2-1 with 2 outs here. Top of the third. Anderson looking to get out of this one. Goes over to first base. Chavez is safe. But he's moved him back to that first base bag. Schober. Anderson with the pitch. And that one's going to be strike 3. Anderson gets his strikeout, but it's 1 batter too late as the Laney Eagles managed to put up another run against Anderson and the Falcons, and with the game at 2-0 Laney. All right, so we're ready here at the bottom of the third inning. Solano Falcons down to the Laney Eagles 2-0. And up comes number 21, the catcher, Aaron Brasher, also due up this inning, David Fernandez and Jordan Tolbert. And he will face Julian Kelly, the lefty for the Eagles, who has pitched 2 shutout innings so far, Zach.
Yep, really showing the reason he got the start today.
And he delivers that one for a ball to Brasher. Make the count 1-0. No outs here at the bottom of the third, and a strike on Brasher. Kelly, the count's 1-1. Brasher would love to get something going for his Falcons here. Down 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Kelly delivers this one, and this one's hit to the shortstop Strawn, and the throw to first is in time. And that is 1 down. As we go back to the top of the order for the Falcons, that'll bring up number 2, David Fernandez, the shortstop, with 1 man out, up to face Kelly, the lefty.
Fernandez, good 6-pitch at bat, lead off the game. Ended up on base with a single, little flare to center field.
As Kelly delivers a ball here with the first pitch. Make the count 1-0. Fernandez ready in the box. Kelly with the pitch. And this one's going to be low, and that's going to make it 2-0 for Fernandez, who, like you said, had an excellent at bat last time and managed to get on. And he swings through that one. That's going to make the count 2-1. Looks like he may have gotten a little greedy there.
Yeah, he was sitting on that fastball 2-0. It was just a little low. Couldn't golf it out of down below his shins.
Kelly delivers another strike. That makes the count 2-2. With 1 man out for Fernandez here, with his Falcons down 2-0 here early in this game. Kelly with the pitch. Another low one here. And he's kind of going to the same quadrant of the plate, if you will, against Fernandez here.
Pitching him low.
And he hits this one up high and out of play. It's going to keep the count at 3-2. So, Kelly about to deliver the payoff pitch. Here it comes, and this one's fouled again.
Good at bat here by Fernandez. 7-pitch at bat. You wonder if Kelly might be on a pitch limit because he hasn't started before, whether, you know, they're going to let him go more than 5 innings.
Well, based off of what he's done so far, if they can get him out, that will be good for the Falcons as he walks Fernandez. So that's going to allow number 17, Jordan Tolbert, the center fielder, to come up with his teammate on first. And only 1 out.
Jordan Tolbert.
So he's in here to face Kelly. He settles in. He's ready to go. Kelly on the mound, delivers the pitch, and this one's going to be a ball. So it's going to be starting off 1-0 against Tolbert.
Tolbert didn't see much of Kelly in his first at-bat, promptly laying down a bunt to move Fernandez over in the first inning.
But with one out already, they're going to let him swing away here against Kelly, and he hits this one over the third baseman into left field, and Fernandez is going to stop at third, and that one's going to be a double.
Easy double
for Tolbert. Just over the head of the third baseman, Alcantar, who leaped for it, but just didn't have enough bird in his blood to get that high, as that was driven well over his head by Tolbert.
Well, that's the first double of the season for Tolbert. Not really much of an extra base guy, but has a decent average.
What a time for it. And that's going to bring up Zach Wales, the right fielder, number 6, to face Kelly, the lefty, with his teammates in scoring position. Now, he walked last time, and to me it kind of looked like they were avoiding Wells a little bit, but he delivers him a first pitch strike this time.
Yeah, last time they walked Wells to get to Crosby and got Crosby to ground into the double play, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that here. I don't think they're going to intentionally load the bases.
So that's going to bring Kelly with another pitch, and that one's going to be called a ball. So the count 1-1 with 1 out. And 2 runners in scoring position for the Falcons. This game can be tied up with a single in the outfield. And Wells fouls this one back. That's going to make the count 1-2. As Solano Falcons with an opportunity to score here for the first time in this game. They've been shut out for the first 2 innings. Kelly on the mound delivers the pitch. And that one's going to be a ball. Looked a little high, perhaps. That's going to make the count 2-2. Wells looking to do some damage here, drive his teammates home. Kelly looking to get out of this inning. And the pitch, and this one is hit to the shortstop. That one's going to go to first base. Wells is going to be out, but he's going to get an RBI as he drives in his teammate Fernandez.
Now batting third baseman, number 22.
So that's going to bring up number 22, Alex Crosby, the third baseman, with his teammate Tolbert at third, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And his Solano Falcons down only by 1 now. He delivers a pitch, and he swings through that one. That's going to make it 0-1 with 2 outs here for Crosby. Falcons have 1 run in this inning, and they're looking for more as Kelly delivers a ball to Crosby. And that brings the count to 2-1 with 2 outs here. Kelly with the pitch. And that one's going to be called a ball again. So that's going to be 3-1 here, as Kelly falls behind Crosby. Kelly working quickly with the pitch again, and this one's fouled back by Crosby. That's going to make the count 3-2. So the Falcons down to their last strike here in the bottom of the third inning. Crosby, the lefty, against Kelly, the lefty. Kelly with the pitch, and this one is hit to the shortstop, the second baseman. It's going to be out number 3. So the Falcons managed to get 1 run in, but they strand the runner at third. And this inning, the third inning, ends with the Falcons down to the Eagles 2-1.
Well, hi, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying this afternoon's excellent baseball game between the Solano Falcons and the Laney Eagles. And just a quick public service announcement focusing on the Solano College Falcons logo contest. The Solano College Athletics Department invites you to submit your original artwork for the Falcon logo contest. The deadline is Monday, April 2nd, 5:00 p.m. You can submit your artwork of the Solano logo for the Falcon to Solano Mascot at solano.edu. Again, that's Solano mascot at solano.edu. The winner gets a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card and a season pass to all Solano sports events. Here's your chance to leave your legacy at Solano College. For more information and the official rules, check out the Solano College athletic page or contact Lily Espinosa, the AD, at 707-864-7126. All right, back to the boys in the broadcast booth, Shamari and Zach.
All right, so we begin the fourth inning here
Tyler Strong.
with number 11, Tyler Strawn, the shortstop, up to face Ryan Anderson. Also due up this inning, Monchak and Britton.
Gabby, you want to do the second commercial after the seventh
And
It's on the blood drive.
Okay.
Anderson, ready to go. Strawn delivers a pitch, and Strawn swings through that one for a first pitch strike. And the count is 1-1 for Anderson. Anderson with the pitch, and this one is hit to the short, to first base, and he's going to get there safe. He's called safe at first. And that is going to be a single for Strawn on a close play at first base. And an excellent throw by Fernandez, the shortstop, that just got there just as Strawn approached.
Yeah, he had to go way into the hole behind second base, and really just as good of an arm as he has, didn't have enough to beat the speedy Strawn to first.
Long strider. So that's going to bring up number 33, Robert Monchuk, to face Anderson with his teammate on first base. Anderson throws over to first. Keep that runner in check.
Laney, though, really not a team that steals a lot of bases.
When you watch them play, you definitely see a lot of for the fence swingers, for lack of a better term. They want to hit the ball hard.
Ryan Anderson seems really worried about Strawn over there. But Laney only has 3 steals in conference play, and all 3 belong to Todd Burgos, who's not actually playing today.
But when you look at Strawn, he's tall. He's listed at 6'3" and looks every bit of it. But he also has the long build, you know, the lean build, where he can get moving pretty quick, I think. He's taking a pretty hefty lead off of first. Anderson with the pitch. And they throw to first. Strawn safe. Monchak.
I'm not chucking you.
You got to think that was something Brash was talking about when he went out to talk to Anderson.
Watch this guy. May have won something like that. So Anderson checks the runner. Looks like he's finally ready to go. Delivers a strike.
Here goes the counts, guys. Here we go.
And that's going to make the count 1-2.
I'm not bad. I'm not Rob.
Monchuk with his teammate on base. Down in the count to Anderson. Anderson with the pitch, and he swings through that one to make the count 1-2. Again, hey, what do you know?
Hey, I'd lose count 2 after about 20 throwovers to first base.
Yeah, well, looks like Strawn's gotten the best of all of us. Anderson with the pitch, and this one's fouled back. It's going to keep the count at 1-2. For Monchuk against Anderson. Strawn back over there to the first base bag. But there he goes. He's getting his lead. Anderson checks him. with the pitch, and this one is going to be a strikeout. Munchuk goes down swinging. They try to get Strawn over there at first, but he is safe, and that's going to be 1 out as Keenan Britton, number 3, the center fielder, comes up to face Anderson, and he struck out his last time in the 2nd inning against Anderson.
Nice idea by the veteran Brasher, throwing over to first base, try to get a strike him out, throw him out, and really help Anderson out this inning.
And Britton showing bunt. Bunts this one high and foul to start off 0-1 against Anderson. Now they must really like Strawn's speed because he was taking some pretty big leads there, and now they're looking to bunt him over.
All the dirt John is looking for, working hard.
So Strawn with the big lead. Anderson with the throw over. He's safe. He's back on that bag where Anderson would like him to be. Keenan Britton there in the box, ready to go. Anderson on the mound, checks with throws, and this one's going to be called a strike. So that's going to make it 0-2.
Good breaking ball there, just froze him.
Froze him indeed. And if Anderson can get the strikeout here, that would be huge. Pitch. That one's going to be called a ball. It's going to make the count 1-2 for Anderson facing Britton with 1 out. With this Falcons down 2-1 here in the top of the 4th. Strawn with a good lead. The pitch, and this one is popped up high, just over our heads.
I could have had that.
I grabbed Orlando, so he went in.
Close call here in the broadcast booth.
Totally, I was yeah, my life was flashing before my eyes for what seemed like 20 minutes, waiting for that ball to fall. So it's 1-2 for Britton facing Anderson with 1 man out and his teammate on first. And the pitch, and he's going to go down swinging again. 2 strikeouts for Britton and 2 outs for the Eagles in the top of the 4th here.
6th strikeout of the game for Ryan Anderson. Gives him 24 strikeouts in conference play, and that's good enough for 2nd in the conference.
And he is dealing. He's pitched well, but he's just given up a couple of runs. Lead-off walks and things of that nature have haunted him today and every game we've seen him so far this season. As he faces number 9, Eli Alcantar, hits this one back up to the shortstop. He goes and he tags out second base. Inning over. Top half of the inning over. So that's going to end the top of the 4th with Laney still up on the Falcons 2-1. All right, so we begin the bottom of the 4th inning with Kelly back out on the mound to face number 7, the second baseman, Justin Quillaton. Also due up in this inning, Mitchell and Torres. Kelly with the pitch. Quillaton sends this one down the right field line into foul territory, and they're not going to make it, and that's going to make the count 0-1 as he hits a high fly foul ball down the right field line. Blantz in the right fielder with all of his speed, looks pretty speedy out there, could not quite make it. So the Falcons are down to the Eagles 2-1 and would love to get something going here in the bottom of the 4th. Kelly with the pitch. Quillaton fouls this one back to make the count 0-2. And he has fallen behind Kelly here.
Yeah, and he struck out in his first at-bat. Might see him take a little bit out, try and just protect swing for a little bit.
Kelly with the pitch, and he gets him on strikes again. Swinging strikeout for Justin Quillaton here to start off the bottom of the 4th for the Falcons. And up comes number 29, Matthew Mitchell, the designated hitter.
The DH, number 29, Matt Mitchell.
who managed to get a walk his last time up to bat. Kelly with the pitch, and that one's going to be called a strike. Count 0-1 with one man out here in the bottom of the fourth.
First pitch breaking ball, that's a good way to keep hitters from swinging at your first pitch.
Indeed, as he delivers a ball to Mitchell. Count 1-1. Kelly working quickly, and swinging through is Mitchell to make the count 1-2. And Kelly is certainly dealing today as he delivers a ball to Mitchell. That's going to even the count at 2-2. One man out.
Trying to brush Mitchell off a little bit there. Ball's a little inside.
You got to have some guts to throw inside. Kelly with the pitch, and he swings through, and that's a swinging strikeout for Mitchell. That's going to bring up number 12, Giovanni Torres, the left fielder, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning, with his Falcons trailing the Eagles 2-1. And I'm sure he would love to get some 2-out thunder going here for his team as he swings through for a strike.
Torres also struck out in his first at bat. Kelly's looking like he might strike out the side here.
And he gets that one a ball as he managed to check his swing. That's going to make the count 1-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's a pitch from Kelly working quickly. And another ball.
Just a little high.
That's going to make the count 2-1. Torres. The pitch from Kelly, and this one's fouled up high. Back over the home plate, or back over the backstop. And that's going to keep the count, make the count 2-2. Kelly with the pitch. Torres pops this one up high. The second baseman Nieves settles under it, makes the catch, and this inning is over with the Laney Eagles leading the Solano Falcons 2-1. All right, so we're back for the top of the 5th inning here on the Solano Sports Network. Shamari Block with my partner Zach Kraft here. Number 5, Lamar Blanson, the right fielder, is up to face Big Ryan Anderson, the pitcher for the Solano Falcons, with his team leading the Falcons 2-1. Here's the pitch, and he hits this one into center field, and Tolbert with the catch, and that's 1 away for the Falcons, who could really use a 1-2-3 inning right now. As Buckley comes up, also due up this inning is Nieves for the Eagles. Number 15, the first baseman, Ryan Anderson, with the pitch, working quickly, and he delivers a ball to make the count 1-0 with 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Very fast-moving game. Anderson working quickly again, and that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0 for Buckley as he faces Anderson. Anderson with the pitch, and that one's going to get in there for a strike. Counts 2-1.
Buckley hitting .333 on the season with a walk and a sac bunt in this game.
Anderson delivers another ball. And Buckley singled his first time up, bunted his second, and he walks. This time, Anderson with the walk.
Second baseman.
And that's going to bring up number 2, Samuel Nieves, with his teammate Byron Buckley on first base, looking to extend this lead that the Eagles have over the Falcons, 2-1 here. 1 out.
Nieves double in his first at bat. Anderson got the best from the second at bat, striking him out.
Nieves showing bunt. Pulls it back and takes a ball. to make the count 1-0. So Buckley has a pretty healthy lead. Anderson with the pitch, and he swings through that one and gets a strike to make the count 1-1.
Buckley stole second on that one.
And he had a pretty healthy lead, and Anderson didn't get the throw over. He didn't appear to be as worried about him as he did about Strawn the inning before last. Anderson with the pitch. That's going to make the count 2-1, with Buckley now at second and one man out in this inning for the Eagles. Anderson looks ready with the pitch, and this one is hit to the first baseman, Fortney, and he makes the catch.
Great diving grab by Fortney there.
An amazing catch, and that's going to put 2 away, but you still have Buckley at second, and up comes Kenny Chavez.
Hey, just like last time, man. Get that drive. Here we go.
Who hit a shot for an RBI in the 3rd inning, and is here to face Anderson again, and they're going to walk him. They want no parts of Chavez, and if you look at the stat sheet, you know why, right, Zach?
Yeah, he's got a lot of pop, and he's a great RBI guy. I mean, hits under 200, but when there's a runner in scoring position, he's going to get a hit. It's just the way it works out for him. So, yeah, 4-pitch walk to Chavez.
So that is going to bring up number 18, the left fielder, Jacob Schober, who struck out his last time up with 2 outs and runners at first and second. He'll face Anderson to try to extend this lead for the Laney Eagles. Anderson looking to get out of this inning. Anderson with the pitch, and this one is popped up high, 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 and out of play, almost back to the freeway here at
Did it go over the second?
Here in the 5th inning, and that's going to make it 0-1 with 2 outs. Anderson checks the runner at second.
Get him in there, one. Hey, let's go.
Schober had an RBI and with a ground out in the 1st inning, and struck out again in the 3rd.
Nobody.
He's going to need a base hit to get something going this time, and as Anderson delivers low to make the count 1-1, because the Eagles are down to their last out. Anderson with the pitch, and that one's going to get in there for a strike. The count is 1-2.
Schober was 2 for 4 in Laney's last outing, but he did leave 4 men stranded in that game.
Anderson checks the runners with the pitch, and this one is outside and low. So that's going to make the count 2-2 with 2 out here for the Eagles, looking to get another run in and get up more on these Falcons, more than 1 run, because as we've seen so far this season, that's not enough. Now it's only the 5th inning, somewhere about the 7th or 8th. They're like, hey, you know what, let's get it going here, and they can put up a bunch on you. Schober in the box. Anderson on the mound. Looks like he's ready to pitch. Checks the runner. Checks again. Delivers a pitch, and this one is hit into right field, and it's going to fall. And we're going to get another one in for the out at home plate. This inning is over. So the Falcons get the out at home and keep the Eagles within 1 run of them as they are down 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. So they're ready to play here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Number 4, Chad Fortney, the first baseman, comes up to face Kelly, the lefty. Also due up this inning, Brasher and Fernandez, as the Laney Eagles lead the Solano Falcons 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Fortney bunts, and the throw is going to get there in time, and he's going to go be out at first. Fortney, who made a heck of a catch last in the top of the 5th, for an out here for the Falcons.
Catcher, number 21.
Really got no help on that bunt. Ball just went down and stuck in the ground, didn't roll anywhere.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the mud. As number 21, Aaron Brasher, the catcher, comes up to face Kelly. Kelly working quickly with the pitch. Delivers this one, and that one's going to be a ball, so that's going to make it 1-0 with one out here.
Brasher grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Coming off a game where he was 1 for 4.
As Kelly delivers a strike to make the count 1-1. Falcons need to get something going here, as they have 4.5 innings left here, as Kelly delivers a ball to make the count 2-1 to Brasher. And you just really like to see some production here. And Brasher hits this one high to center field. The center fielder settles underneath this one, and Burton makes the catch to have 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's going to bring us back up to the top of the order here.
Shortstop.
And brings up number 2, David Fernandez, the shortstop, to face Kelly, who has allowed just 1 run in 4 2/3 of an inning so far. And looking good so far in this one, as he delivers a pitch to Fernandez, who fouls it back to make the count 0-1. Nobody on here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fernandez, ready to work again, delivers the pitch. And that one falls in there for a strike to make the count 0-2, as Fernandez falls behind Kelly.
Fernandez so far today, though, has put together the best at-bats against Kelly.
Definitely. And he hits this one in foul down the right field line, out of play, possibly out of the park.
Fernandez 6-pitch single in the first, 8-pitch walk in the third, single-handedly raising Kelly's pitch count.
And Kelly with the pitch high, so that's going to make the count 1-2.
All right, stay with the green right here.
And he has done a lot of damage here in this game so far, Zach, like you were saying. Solano haven't been able to make much of it as Kelly delivers. He fouls this one back. So again, seeing a lot of pitches from Kelly. So that's going to make it 1-2. Kelly with the pitch, bounces this one on home plate. And this one isn't going to count. Or is it?
Here's Keenan. You and Lamar. Stay there.
So that's going to bring it to 2-2 with 2 outs here. The Solano Falcons down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 5th inning, with David Fernandez in the box for the Falcons. Julian Kelly on the plate. Kelly with the pitch. And this one is popped up high and foul again. Into the marsh.
That was the 7th pitch of the at-bat, and Fernandez has seen 21 pitches out of Kelly this afternoon.
Kelly with the pitch, and this one is hit to the shortstop, Schober, and the throw is going to not make it in time. So that's going to be a single for Fernandez. And the Falcons have some hope as number 17, Jordan Tolbert, the center fielder, is going to get to see Kelly with his teammate David Fernandez on first. And although there are 2 outs, the Falcons are known for 2-out thunder.
Great effort by the Eagles' first baseman Buckley, making a stretch for that. I thought he had the out, but
and this one is missed. So Fernandez is going to advance to second. He's going for third. Here comes the throw. Cut off. And just like that, Fernandez is at third. So Tolbert finds himself in an RBI situation and the ability to tie this game up thanks to a risky home plate out in the top of the fifth, right? Where
just a bad throw over, bounced it to Buckley.
Kelly with the pitch. That one's going to be called a ball. Tolbert doubled his last time up to bat against Kelly, and he hits this one, a chopper to short, and this one's going to end the inning. So, at the end of the fifth inning, the Eagles still lead the Falcons 2-1. All right, so we kick off the top of the sixth inning here with number 11, Tyler Strawn, the shortstop, up to face Ryan Anderson. Also due up this inning, Monchuk and Britton for the Eagles, who lead the Falcons 2-1. Anderson with the pitch, and that one's going to be called a ball. And that's going to make the count 1-0 here in the top of the sixth. Tyler Strawn. Anderson with the pitch, and that one's going to fall in there for a strike. Little break to that ball. Count 1-1. Anderson working quickly with the pitch. This one's hit into left center, and it's the catch is going to be made by the center fielder, Tolbert, to put one away for the Falcons here in the top of the sixth. And that's going to bring up designated hitter number 33, Robert Monchuk. And he'll face Anderson, who would love, I'm sure, to have a 1-2-3 inning here. After giving up a couple of runs in different innings, Anderson with the pitch, and that was going to be called a ball. And also, you know, allowing a little more damage than we're used to seeing him allow. Right, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, still pitching well. You know, only 2 runs. And they each scored when the leadoff batter of an inning got on. You know, they're playing enough small ball that they're playing for that 1 run every inning.
Well, he gets the first runner out as Monchuk swings through and then fouls one to make the count 1-2 here. So he gets Strawn to fly out, and now he has Monchuk here down 1-2 with the pitch, and he's going to go out looking. So we have a fly out, a strikeout for the first 2 outs. That's going to bring up Keenan Britton, the center fielder, number 3, with 2 of his teammates going down here in the top of the 6th, and nobody on.
Britton with 2 strikeouts in this game, struck out in the 2nd and in the 4th. Looking like he might get a hat trick. And
that's the same thing a lot of these Eagles can say against Anderson today. You look at the box score here, a lot of Ks. Anderson with the pitch. Britton swinging through this one. That's going to make the count 1-2. And Britton settles back into the box. Anderson on the mound, working quickly. Gets this one in there low. It's going to be called a ball, and that's going to make the count 2-2. 2-1. Anderson with the pitch. Britton swinging through again, and this is going to bring it to 2-2.
Now he's staring down the hat trick.
And 2 outs here. Eagles down to their last out as Anderson pitches, and this one is popped up high over our heads here on the first base side, just behind the fence here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium on a sunny day. The count 2-2, and Anderson working quickly. Gets this one in there for a strike. So that is 2 strikeouts and a fly out here, a 1-2-3 inning, the first for Anderson today, as we head to the bottom of the 6th with the Eagles leading the Falcons 2-1.
Now batting
All right, so this brings us to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Eagles leading the Falcons 2-1, and number 6, Zach Wells, the right fielder, up to face Julian Kelly, the left-handed pitcher for the Eagles. Wells has walked but has not got a hit yet, which is unusual for the man who goes by the hit man around here. Let's see if he can get something going for his team here in the bottom of the 6th. Kelly with the pitch. And that one was low and outside. And that's going to bring the count to 2-0 here against Wales. Kelly working quickly. Delivers a pitch, and Wells hits this one deep into center field. The center fielder, Burton, settles under it, makes the catch. And that's going to be 1 away for the Eagles against the Falcons here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to bring up Alex Crosby, number 22, the third baseman, with 1 out.
Alex Crosby.
Crosby, the lefty, facing Kelly, the lefty. Kelly with the pitch, wastes no time. Crosby sends this one into center field. Burton making a sliding catch to put 2 away here in the 6th. And so with 1 out left, number 7, Justin Quilitan, the second baseman, comes up to try to get something going for his team. Kelly ready to go out of this, and Quilitan sends this one foul down the right field side. Make the count 0-1. So 2 quick outs for Kelly, and now he's up 0-1 on Quilitan, who hits it right back to Kelly. Kelly to first baseman Buckley, and this inning is over quickly with the Laney Eagles still leading the Solano Falcons 2-1 as we head to the 7th. All right, so we begin the 7th inning here with the Eagles leading the Falcons 2-1. Big Ryan Anderson back on the mound to face Eli Alcantar, number 9, the third baseman. Anderson with the pitch and gets that first strike here. Count 0-1. Anderson with a quick 6th. And I'm sure he would like to have a quick 7th to get his guys back up to the plate. Anderson with a pitch, a high pop-up. Fernandez settles under it, makes the catch, and that's going to be 1 away for Anderson. And that's going to bring up number 5, Lamar Blanson, the right fielder, to face Anderson with 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Anderson with the pitch, and this one's hit foul down the right field line. That's going to make the count 0-1.
Blanson doubled in his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. Flew out to center in the 5th.
And when you look at the stat sheet, ever since the 4th, Anderson has been on fire. Not much going, including last inning, which was 2 strikeouts and a flyout, as he delivers a strike there to make the count 0-2. And we were saying during the break, Zach, that Anderson, as the game goes on, seems to get stronger as he delivers a ball to make the count 1-2.
Well, he's always going to keep his team in the game. They might be losing, but he's never going to let anyone put up enough runs that they can't come back late in the game.
As Blanson pops this one high back foul out of here.
He's going to catch one of those one of these days.
Make the count 1-2. Maybe we can go to the snack shack with the foul ball and get free popcorn, right? And he gets him swinging for a strikeout. Anderson, 3 strikeouts in his last 5 at bats. Batters. Yes, that's what they're called. Yeah. And that brings us back to the top of the order. Number 15, Byron Buckley, the first baseman, to face Anderson with 2 men out. Anderson working quickly. Buckley hits this one, a base hit into left field, and He's going to stay at first, wisely, I think. So that breaks Anderson's streak of six straight batters retired, and brings up number 2, Samuel Nieves, the second baseman, to face Anderson with 2 men out and his teammate on first. Anderson pitching out of the stretch. Buckley
with the stolen base in the 5th inning.
Anderson with the pitch, and Buckley swings through that one to make it 0-1.
You could step down and then adjust this.
An interesting stolen base, to say the least. Buckley not moving particularly fast, but just caught everybody sleeping, which is what good runners do. You know, it's not always about how fast you are, but it's just how aware you are and opportunistic. So Anderson with a pitch. He's going to deliver that one low to make the count 1-1 with 2 outs here. Again in the top of the 7th, looking to get out of here and without allowing another run, which he hasn't in the last 3 innings. Anderson with the pitch, and this one is fouled by Nieves way back over the backstop. And that's going to make the count 2-2, and the Eagles are down to their last strike at this at-bat. Excuse me, 1-2.
Anderson's looking for his 10th strikeout of the game.
Goodness gracious. Anderson with the pitch. This one is hit to the shortstop Fernandez, who guns it over to first, and this inning is over. So, after 6½, the Eagles still lead the Falcons 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. So we are ready to go here at the bottom of the 7th inning as number 29, Matthew Mitchell, the designated hitter, comes out to face Julian Kelly, the pitcher, who was only allowed 1 run in his first 6 innings. And I'm sure he would like to keep that going here in the 7th. Kelly with the pitch. This one's going to be called a ball. Make the count 1-0 here.
Actually, we have a pinch hitter here, Anthony Pickett, taking over DH duties for Mitchell.
Pickett in. As Pickett fouls this one back. Make the count 1-1 here against Kelly. And Kelly with the pitch, and Pickett swings through that one to make the count 1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Falcons needing to get something going. Kelly pitching, Pickett swinging, hitting this one to the second baseman Nieves, to the first baseman Buckley, and he is out at first.
Now batting, left fielder, number 12, Giovanni Torres.
So that's going to bring up number 12, Giovanni Torres, the left fielder, with 1 man out here in the bottom of the 7th. His Falcons trailing the Eagles by 1. Torres takes a ball to make the count 1-0. 1 man out. Eagles leading the Falcons 2-1. Kelly delivering the pitch low for a ball, so that's going to make the count 2-0 as he falls behind Torres.
Kelly up in 93 pitches. You got to wonder how long he's going to be out there.
And 20 of those at the hands of David Fernandez. That's about a quarter of them. There's 8 other batters. The pitch, he swings through for a strike, and that's going to make the count 2-2. Torres, Kelly working quickly with the pitch, and he gets Torres looking for a strikeout, and that's going to put 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th for the Falcons And up comes number 4.
First baseman, number 4.
Chad Fortney, the first baseman, to face Kelly with 2 away, and his Falcons trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. And the Falcons are running out of outs here, Zach, as Kelly delivers. This one's hit into left center. No one's going to get there, and he's going to get 1, and he's going for 2. Bobble against the wall, and he's going for, he thinks 3, goes back for second. And Chad Fortney has himself a 2-out double here for the Falcons in the bottom of the 7th. Number 21, Aaron Brasher, the catcher's coming up with his teammate Fortney in scoring position.
Aaron Brasher.
As Chavez goes out to chat with Kelly, making his first start. Possibly trying to get him to settle down or come up with some sort of plan or something. Whatever the case, Kelly is going to get out here to face Brasher with Fortney at second and 2 outs for the Falcons. Falcons down to their last 7 outs. Kelly checks the runner, delivers the pitch, and this one's going to be in there for a strike to make the count 0-1 for Brasher facing Kelly. Kelly checking Fortney at second. Looking in at Chavez for the signal. He sets up, checks again, delivers a pitch, and this one is hit right through the gap, and this one is going to get a runner in. Fortney is in there, and this game is tied. 2-2 now here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Brasher gets a base hit and gets his teammate Fortney in there to tie this game for the Falcons.
Great at bat by the veteran Brasher. Just a ground ball through the infield, and
number 2, David Fernandez.
Nice base running by Fortney.
And that's going to bring up number 2, David Fernandez, with this team tied and 2 outs, and his teammate Brasher at first. Kelly working quickly with the pitch and throws a first pitch strike. That's going to make the count 0-1 here with 2 outs and a runner at first here. Fernandez takes the pitch for a strike, so that's going to make it 0-2.
That's a 24th pitch Fernandez has seen today from Kelly.
1/4 of the pitches. Kelly with the pitch, and Fernandez pops this one foul. Make the count 0-2 still, 2 outs for the Falcons, who managed to get this game tied up here in the 7th after trailing from the jump, Zach, really.
Yeah, since the first inning, they've been playing from behind.
Kelly with a high pitch for a ball to make the count 1-2. Laney started this game off with 1 run in the first inning, and they've been leading ever since. Kelly with the pitch, and this one is hit high in the right center field. The right fielder Blanton settles under it, makes the catch, and this inning is over, but not before the Falcons tie it up 2-2 here in the bottom of the 7th as we head to the top of the 8th. All right, so we begin the 8th inning here, the top of the 8th here, with a pitching change. Ryan Anderson out, and number 24, Drew Lamont, 6'4", 195, will be in to face Kenny Chavez, the catcher, number 30 for the Eagles. Lamont with the pitch. Chavez pops this one up high. First baseman Fortney settles under it, and the catch is made by Quillitan, the second baseman, and that's going to put 1 away.
Almost had a little collision there.
Right.
You know, you teach your outfielders to call each other off of it. Maybe the infielders skip that drill.
Should do the same thing, right? So that's going to bring up number 18, Jason Schober, also due up Tyler Strawn this inning, and he's going to face Lamont with 1 man out here in the top of the 8th. Lamont with the pitch. Long stride, delivers a ball to make the count 1-0 here. The score tied at 2-2 after the Falcons got a run in the bottom of the 7th, as Lamont delivers a strike to make the count 1-1. 1 away here in the top of the 8th.
Lamont, with 3 innings pitched in conference play, hasn't given up an earned run yet.
And he delivers another strike, so that's going to make the count 1-2. And that's going to have Schober here down to his last out. Schober, who was struck out and grounded out twice. Lamont, a high pitch, gets away from the catcher, Brasher, and it's going to be called a ball. That's going to make the count 2-2. Schober in the box, ready. Lamont ready on the plate, 1 away, 2-2. Here's the pitch, and this one is hit down the right field line, foul, and out of play and into the trees here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. So they have another ball for Lamont. He's ready to go. Gets the call, delivers the pitch, and this one is hit to the third baseman, Crosby, over to first baseman, and it throws there in time. And that's going to be 2 away. And up comes number 11, Tyler Strong, the shortstop, to face Lamont with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Strong 1 for 3 today, singled in the 4th inning.
Lamont with the pitch, and this one's going to go in low for a ball. Count 1-0. Strong, the lefty. Lamont, the pitch, and this one is also a little low, little inside also perhaps. That's going to make the count 2-0 here with 2 away for the Falcons. Looking to get something going here at home, but first, as Strong swings through that, they have for a strike. They have to get these guys back in the dugout, or back on the field, excuse me. As the count is 2-1. Strong in the box, ready to go. Lamont with a pitch, and that one's going to be a ball as well. That's going to make the count 3-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Score tied at 2-all. Lamont out pitching for the Falcons, delivering the ball to Strong, and he swings through that one. And that's going to be 3-2, full count here with the payoff pitch coming. 2 outs. The Eagles find themselves down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 8th.
Lamont really looking for this 3-up, 3-down shutdown inning.
And he gets him swinging, and he's got so, and he makes it.
No. Keep on the ball, guys. Let's go. 1-run game.
And that is going to be an error.
Now batting DH, Robert Monchuk.
And that's going to bring up Robert Monchuk. Number 33, the designated hitter to face Lamont, who got the strikeout but just couldn't get the throw to first for his catcher, Brasher.
So that goes as a strikeout and reached on an error.
And that is the beauty of this game.
Talk about luck.
So Monchuk up, facing Lamont. Lamont with the pitch. And this one's off the glove of Brasher, and Strong's going to advance to second. And that's going to make the count 1-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. And the Falcons should be up to bat, but just small little details all taken care of. And then this is what you have, a runner in scoring position with the designated hitter up.
Brasher just needs to take a second, catch his breath.
Indeed. So, 1-0 for Monchuk facing Lamont. Lamont with the pitch, and this one is way low and way outside to bring the count to 2-0.
That pitch wasn't close. Lamont maybe looks a little shaken after not getting out of the inning with that strikeout.
Yeah, he has had a few wild pitches since as he delivers this one, and that one's right in there, and it gets Monchuk to swing through. And that's going to make the count 2-1.
Yeah. Beautiful breaking ball there.
And I'm sure Lamont would like to follow it up with another one of those. Well placed. Lamont with the pitch. And this one is hit down the right field line foul. And that's going to make the count 2-2 with 2 outs here. And here's Lamont with another chance to get out of this inning without allowing any damage.
Robert Monchuk, 2 strikeouts so far, and yet another Laney player looking for the hat trick.
Well, let's see. I'm sure he would like to do something for his team here and get them back up. But at the same time, Lamont wants to get his team back out of this inning and his guys back up into the batter's box to take the lead. As he delivers and he strikes out swinging Monchuk. So the top half of the 8th inning ends with a score tied 2-all as the Falcons come up to bat after this.
Hi, this is Gabby Silva here on the Solano Sports Network to tell you about the National Cesar Chavez Blood Challenge, hosted by Solano Community College. Give blood to save lives here on Wednesday, March 27th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the cafeteria. Now back to the boys in the broadcast booth.
So we begin the bottom of the 8th inning here with a pitching change. Number 22, Robert Shaw, the lefty, up here to face number 17, Jordan Tolbert, the center fielder. Game tied 2-all here as Solano managed to get a run in the 7th to tie it up. And they're looking to take the lead, I'm sure, here in the 8th. Robert Shaw with the pitch. Tolbert with the bunt, and the throw to first is in time, and he's going to be out. Robert Shaw with the athletic catch and throw.
Right fielder,
Jeff Robert Shaw, the sophomore lefty, looks like he's throwing a knuckleball out there.
Well, that's scary.
He's appeared in 3 games, 6 innings pitched, giving up 2 earned runs.
So that's going to bring up number 6, Zach Wells, the right fielder, with 1 man out, nobody on, to face Jeff Robert Shaw. And that one's going to be high for a ball. Count 1-0 to Wells.
Not much of a strikeout pitcher, but he also hasn't walked a lot of batters either.
As he delivers a strike to make the count 1-1.
Hey, no! No! No!
As he gets the call from his dugout here, Robert Shaw with the pitch. And Wells hits this one high into center field. Burton running back, and this one's going to land, and Wells is moving. He's motoring around those bases. He's a second, he's a third, he stops at third base. And the Falcons have a runner in scoring position with Alex Crosby coming up with only 1 out.
Now batting.
And that was a heck of a hit there by Wells, just when his team needed it. And looky again here in the bottom of the 8th. The Falcons threatening to take the lead.
Boy, Laney center fielder Britton's made some great plays today, but I don't think he picked that ball up. He was shading his eyes from the sun, and I don't think he could see the ball.
It was against the wall, so I mean he would have had to run into that thing to get to it anyway. And everyone's out to talk to the pitcher, Robert Shaw. Jeff Robert Shaw. A meeting at the mound, if you will.
I'm sure they're just reminding him of, what's at stake here. Be on the lookout for a suicide squeeze or, tie ball game.
And I'm also sure
runner on third, you're playing for 1 run.
And they're probably reminding me, hey, this guy, he does that to people.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it together. That guy will do that to you. So up comes number 22, Alex Crosby, the third baseman, with his teammate Zach Wells at third base, and his team tied here in the bottom of the 8th, looking to take their first lead of the day. 1 out.
And this Laney infield is shifted way in, playing basically with the infield grass.
Looking out for the squeeze play, no doubt. He delivers. This one's pop foul. Oh, and the catcher, Chavez, makes the catch to put 2 down here in the inning.
That's not the kind of at bat you want. Runner at third, 1 out. Pop up to the catcher.
So that has 2 outs, and that's going to bring up number 7, Justin Quilitan, the second baseman, with 2 men out. But his teammate at third base ready to score if he can get a base hit.
JQ's had some trouble today, at least against Kelly. 2 strikeouts and a ground out, but maybe with a different pitcher.
And Lamont seems to be getting at least the first 2 guys he's faced off the center of the bat.
Robert Shaw,
hello. Robert Shaw, no one can really square him up except for Zach Wells with that amazing hit. Almost went out of here to center field. With the pitch, Robert Shaw, that one gets in there low. That's going to be called a ball. 1-0, 2 outs. Score tied at 2-all here in the bottom of the 8th. Robert Shaw looks like he's ready to go. The pitch, and that one bounces before home, and this game is 3-2. Falcons, after a wild pitch, gets Wells in.
Well, those are the chances you take with a knuckleballer. They can be kind of hard to catch sometimes, and they could definitely be wild. And you got a speedy guy in Zach Wells on third base. He's definitely going to score on a wild pitch.
And he was ready. He was ready for that one. So, the count 2-0 here with 2 outs. Nobody on, seeing as Wells just scored. Robert Shaw with the pitch, and he gets that one in there for a ball. And that's going to bring it to 3-0 with 2 outs here. And things have gotten very quiet here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium as he delivers a strike. Oh, a ball. Ball 4. And so we have 1 man on at first. And that's going to bring up Pickett to face Robert Shaw, who has struggled a little bit so far in his 2/3 of an inning of relief of Kelly, who was just downright awesome for 7 innings. Mills. Danny Mills up.
Yeah, Kelly was at 104 pitches, really switching from reliever to starter. They might not have wanted to burn him up too much in this game, so had to bring in the reliever.
And that's worked out well for Solano, as Robert Shaw delivers a first pitch strike to Danny Mills. Count 0-1 with 2 outs here and a runner at first. Robert Shaw looks in, checks the runner, delivers the pitch, and this one's fouled back over the backstop to make the count 0-2 for Danny Mills with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And this may be a similar script that we've seen many times before for the Solano Falcons here at home.
Just another comeback.
Robert Shaw with the pitch, 0-2. The throws over for the pickoff at first. Quilitan safe. Ball back in the hands of Robert Shaw. The count 0-2. Solano down to its last strike of this at bat and possibly this inning. Robert Shaw with the pitch. And this one's hit into the gap. And this one's going to be 1. And Quilitan's going to make it, and he's going to be out at third. And this inning is over, but the damage has been done. Solano Falcons now lead this game 3-2 as we head to the top of the 9th.
Number 8, Nick Altman.
Here we go.
All right, so we head to the top of the 9th with the Solano Falcons leading the Laney Eagles 3-2. We have a new pitcher up here, Nick Altman, number 8, and he will come out to face number 3, Keenan, number 12, Taylor Jones. Altman with the pitch, and that one's going to be called a strike to make the count 0-1. Altman delivers a ball to make the count 1-1.
Altman, the Falcons closer. One save in conference play, but it's not for lack of ability. Just hasn't had many
this one is
chances.
hit way into right center field, and this one is going to bounce over the right fielder head, Wells, and he's going to make the throw over to second. And Taylor Jones is in with a leadoff double for the Eagles, who would like to extend this game and hopefully, I imagine, take the lead here in this inning, and they get a man in scoring position right off the bat to do it.
That's the first hit Nick Altman has given up since conference play started.
So
one hit and one walk in 2 2/3 innings.
And that is amazing. And he finds himself in a jam here as he faces number 9, Eli Alcantar, the third baseman, here in the top of the 9th, with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And for the Falcons, it's get 3 outs without giving up a run and go home.
Gotta believe Alcantar might be laying down a bunt here, get to run into third.
Alcantar bunts this hard, and that's going to go to first base, but that's going to get Taylor Jones over with 1 out. And that's going to bring up number 15, excuse me, Byron Buckley. Or is it? I'm sorry. That's going to bring up number 24, Brandon Lee, to face Altman with a 1 out and a runner at third, looking to get the. Okay. All right, so Altman up to face Brandon Lee, who will be taking over for Lamar Blanson in right field, I imagine, with 1 out and a runner at third base. Lee, the lefty, settles into the batter box. Altman ready to go. Lee getting encouraged from his teammates. Here's the pitch, and it is low for a ball. So we're going to start that one off, this at-bat off 1-0.
Solano with the infield in, going to try and prevent that run from coming in, and Altman really needs a strikeout here.
Definitely, as he delivers a pitch, and this one is hit foul down the left field side. That's going to make the count 1-1 for Altman, who is looking to get his team out of this inning with a victory. He settles in. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled again. That's going to make the count 1-2 for Lee.
Altman with 7 strikeouts on the season, but he's looking for his first strikeout in conference play.
Well,
and
he's
this would be a great time to get it.
leading the at-bat 1-2 with his team in this situation. You're right. It couldn't come at a better time. Altman ready to go, pitching out of the stretch. Here he goes, the pitch. And that one is called a ball. It was pretty close, but looks like it may have been a little high. That makes the count 2-2 with 1 out.
A nice curveball, just couldn't get it to drop below the belt.
And here it goes, outside for a ball. And that's going to make the count 3-2 with 1 out here.
Well, Solano likes to make things dramatic sometimes.
Altman looks in, gets the pitch. You can hear the encouragement coming from the Laney dugout for their teammate, Brandon Lee, trying to tie this game up here in the top of the 9th. Altman with the pitch, fouls this one back. It remains 3-2, 1 out.
Altman's got that great fastball between 85, 86 miles an hour. Could be a little hard to catch up to.
Well, let's see if Lee can catch it. Here's the pitch, and he walked him with a low pitch. So we have runners at the corners here for the Laney Eagles, and number 15, Byron Buckley, coming up, who has 2 singles, a walk, and a sack bunt. So he's done quite a bit of damage today.
Yeah, but really the walk doesn't hurt that bad in that situation. Now you're set up for a double play. You can still get out of the inning without the run scoring.
That is true. So Altman goes to work against Buckley. And this one is fouled for a first pitch strike. Fouled high over the backstop. The count is 0-1 here, with Solano leading 3-2 and looking to get out of this inning with a victory. The Eagles, of course, looking to keep it going for a little more. At least half an inning more. Buckley, the lefty, settles into the box. Altman with the pitch, and this one is going to be a ball to make the count 1-1. Looks like it may have been a little high. 1 out, runners at the corners for the Eagles. Altman looking in. He has the call. Out of the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's going to be called a ball as well. So that's going to make it 2-1 to Buckley. For Altman, looking to get his team out of this inning with a victory in this game for the Eagles, who trailed most of the game. Altman with the pitch, and that one is high for a ball. That's going to make the count 3-1, 1 out here. Runners at the corners for Altman.
Really a good hitter's count. It's probably just going to sit fastball.
Altman with the pitch, and this one is hit deep in the left center, and it's going to fall. 1 run's going to score. Runner to third, and this game is tied. So that's going to bring up number 2, Samuel Nieves, the second baseman, with this game tied. Runners at the corners, and his team tied up with the Solano Falcons.
Should have told Altman I have dinner plans.
Right? So that's going to be 1 out. 1 out only. Runners at the corners. Altman on the mound, ready to go against Nieves, the second baseman, batting right-handed.
Nieves went for 4 today, doubled in his first at-bat, first inning.
Altman with the pitch, high for a ball. Make the count 1-0. And only 1 away for the Eagles here. So they have an opportunity to take the lead in this inning if they can, a number of ways. Sack fly, squeeze. And that one was low by Altman for a ball to make the count 2-0. And he's falling behind Nieves in a tough situation. Altman with the pitch, and he swings through that one to make the count 2-1 with 1 away. Runners at the corners with the 3-3 ball game here in the top of the 9th. Altman looking in at his catcher Brasher. Nieves has stepped out of the batter's box for momentarily. And he's back in there. And they're ready to go. 2-1 count. 1 away, runners at the corners. Altman with the pitch. And this one is popped up high, and out of play. And that's going to make the count 2-2. 1 away in a 3-3 ball game here in the top of the inning. Eagles looking to take the lead here in the top of the 9th. And the Falcons looking to get out of here and get their guys up to see if they can walk off of this thing with a victory. Altman with the pitch, and he gets him to swing through that one. And that's going to be strike 3. So that's going to be 2 away with runners at the corners. And up comes the dangerous number 30, Kenny Chavez, the catcher, to face Altman.
Well, much needed strikeout there by Altman. But now you face Chavez, who's 1 for 3 today with a single and a walk.
And as you've said many times before, Zach, in an RBI situation,
he loves them.
Altman with the pitch, delivers it low for a ball to make the count 1-0. 2 outs here, runners at the corners for Chavez facing Altman here in the top of the 9th. A lot of encouragement coming for Chavez here from the Laney dugout. Altman sets up, delivers the pitch, and this one is fouled to make it 1-1 for Chavez. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Altman looking to get his team out of this inning and up to the plate with a chance to walk off with a victory today. Chavez ready for him. Altman delivers this, and he hits this one into left center field, and this game is now 4-3 Laney Eagles over the Solano Falcons. And Chavez with yet another RBI. And number 18, Jacob Schober, coming up the left fielder to face Altman, the closer, who has gotten roughed up a bit this inning. And he's going to lose the ball on this one, and we're going to see a pitching change when we come back. All right, so we have a pitching change here. Number 20, Mike Duman, is up to face Jacob Schober. Duman, 6'3", 190, righty.
Sophomore hasn't given up a run yet in conference play. Like many of these Solano relievers, been pretty solid so far.
And he comes in with his team down 4-3, but only needing 1 out to get out of this inning. And here's the pitch. And that one is fouled to make the count 0-1. Schober with his teammate at first base, Chavez, and 2 outs, looking to keep things going. Duman looking to get out of here. Duman looks in, checks the runners. Here's the pitch, and this one is swung through by Schober, and that's going to make the count 0-2, with the Eagles leading 4-3 here in the top of the 9th. Schober ready in the batter's box. Duman ready on the mound, and here's the pitch. And that one's going to be called a ball to make the count 1-2 with 2 outs here. Duman looking to end this inning. Schober looking to extend this lead for the Eagles. Duman with the pitch, and this one is grounded to second base, and this inning's over, but the damage has been done as the Laney Eagles have taken the lead over the Solano Falcons 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. All right, so we head to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Laney Eagles leading the Solano Falcons 4-3 after taking the lead in the top of the 9th. And we're going to have a pitching change for the Eagles. Number 14, Jonathan Davis, the righty up, and he's going to be up to face number 11, Nick Speeney, in for Giovanni Torres in left field. Speeney, the lefty, ready in the box.
Speeney was getting a day off today from his usual DH duties.
And Davis bounces this one in front of home plate for a 1-0 start to this at-bat.
Davis, one of the Laney's starting pitchers, doesn't have a win on the season, but he might rack up a save here.
Here's Davis, and this one is hit way in the left center field, and this one is going to bounce off the wall. Speeney's rounding second. He's going for 3, and he's going to make it into third. So, Speeney starts this inning off with a triple, and the Falcons have a good time to opportunity to at least tie this ball game with nobody out and a man in scoring position at third. And that's going to bring up number 4, Keenan Fortney, the first baseman, Chad Fortney, the first baseman, looking to tie this ball game up, if not do more.
Well, you knew the Falcons were going to make it interesting, but I wasn't expecting a leadoff triple.
Not at all. And this is exciting baseball we're reviewing here today, folks. So, Davis out the gate. First batter gives up the triple, and his teammates are trying to encourage him from the dugout as he steps up to face Fortney, the first baseman, with a runner at third. Davis ready with the pitch. Here it comes. Gets that one in there for a strike. That's going to make the count 0-1, with his Eagles leading 4-3. Davis with the pitch, and that one is going to be a ball. Catches the catcher Chavez awkwardly, and that's going to make the count 1-1. Nobody out, with Speeney on third, looking to get home.
Davis really hoping for a strikeout here, averaging 5.4 strikeouts per game.
Davis with the pitch, and this one is hit well into left center field, and this game is tied. Fortney with the RBI single. Nobody out. Fortney on first. Up comes Aaron Brasher, and the Falcons looking to have a walk-off victory today here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium on a sunny day, which is quickly turning windy. For the weather and for the Eagles, it appears, as Davis is up to face Brasher, the catcher, number 21. Nobody out. Fortney on first. Davis, Fortney, and Brasher shows bunt and takes a strike. And that's going to make the count 0-1 here in the bottom of the ninth. Falcons have one run. This game is tied at 4-all. And with nobody out and a runner at first, they're looking to bunt Fortney over, play some small ball, and walk off with a victory. And this ball is bunted to the pitcher. Brasher is out at first, but Fortney advances to second. And that brings up number 2, David Fernandez, a shortstop who has had himself a day.
Shortstop, number 2.
Right, Zach?
David
Fernandez 2 for 3 today. Saw a whole lot of pitches out of Kelly, really the only one who had good at-bats against him. 2 singles, a walk. His last at-bat, he flew out to right field, but it was a well-hit ball after a 5-pitch at-bat.
And he comes up here with a runner in scoring position and 1 out, looking to get his team the victory as he faces Jonathan Davis, who delivers the first pitch for a strike to make the count 0-1. Looked like Davis came with a little heat there. Fernandez looking to get the walk-off victory for his team here in the bottom of the ninth. Davis with the pitch, and that one is high for a strike. And that's going to even the count at 1-1 with 1 out here for the Falcons. The Eagles looking to get out of this inning with damage done and hopefully see a 10th. Davis checks Fortney at second. Fortney runs back before taking another lead.
This outfield's playing pretty shallow. Getting ready to make that throw home on a line drive.
Here it is. Davis with the pitch. And that one's in there for a ball to make the count 2-1 for Fernandez, who's being very patient. Fortney on the second base bag, taking a lead. Davis settling in.
Fernandez after today is hitting over 300 on the season.
Davis with the pitch, and this one is hit deep in the right center, and this one is going to fall, and this game, Fortney running in, he's going to be home, and this game is over. A walk-off victory for the Solano Falcons over the Laney Eagles, 5-4, and we are going to head to the post game. All right, so my name is Shamari Block here with the hero of the game today, David Fernandez. So how about that walk-off, David?
It feels really good, you know, come out with a W like that, conference, and it feels good. Don't even know how to explain it.
So were you ever worried, or did you just know it was going to go like this all along?
You know, not necessarily worried, but there's some concerns every now and then, but hey, pulled through and got the W.
So how about the victory over this quality opponent today?
Oh, great victory. Come in now 8-3 in conference. Just another step, just got to keep piling it on.
All right, thank you for joining us today, David. Awesome game. So that does it for us today here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Falcons 5, Laney Eagles 4. My name is Shamari Block, here for my broadcast partner Zach Kraft here on the Solano Sports Network. Have a good night.